Yeah, -12 this morning when we're in half an hour away up the road.
Dip. Sorry for my co-worker.
Nice big snowdrops.
Catch one in your mouth.
This is our third winter season living in the Norwegian Arctic, and we've left the Lofton Islands to visit some friends in Steigen. A ferry ride took us past these idyllic villages with mountain views everywhere, and eventually we arrived at this little haven that we lived in a few years ago.
Woohoo!
Welcome to the wonderful Norwegian Arctic winter. Beautiful blue skies, sunshine, -5.
We really love this area of Norway, and we're super happy to do some of our favourite hikes again. We managed to get our hands on a child's kick sled and were able to use it to get around the village, which was so fun.
Welcome to kick sled life. Oh, we need to turn. No, is this our road?
Kick sleds are really popular in Norway, and they're basically a safe way of getting around on these icy roads. You can put a kid on the front or your backpack, and we've seen people put their dinner plate on there as well.
This is the life!
Luxury kick sledding with her own, what do they call those Italian people?
Gondolier.
Punters?
Sometimes there's not enough ice on the road to use them, so on this occasion we had to park up the kick sled and decided to leave a funny scene in case anyone walked past it.
Anticlimactic. It's frozen on the top but soft underneath, and you don't sink through. Very strange.
We had perfect weather with clear blue skies and really cold temperatures of -10, so all the sea froze in this spectacular manner.
See the fish you got.
That was cool.
Our friends had a floating sauna, and it was so nice being able to use it on a few occasions, and you could go straight into the sea from it when things became too hot.
Very nice.
Even when we weren't using the sauna, we tried to set ourselves the challenge to swim every day in the sea.
Careful.
In between the clear skies, we had this dump of snow, and it created the most beautiful conditions to hike in.
Did that hurt?
It didn't hurt, but
I forgot to press record. We have just done a 7-kilometre kick sled, followed by a very tough snowy walk, but we have arrived at this lovely little inlet, And Craig is
Roasting the sausage.
something like that.
Living in such a dreamy location meant we didn't even feel guilty if we decided to stay in for the day because the views were incredible from our doorstep. One of the main reasons we like spending the winter season in Norway is to see the Northern Lights. And this was one of the best shows we experienced on this trip. There were lots of pinks, reds and purples in the sky. It was incredible. It's now late March and the sun's up for 8 hours, which is pretty crazy when you consider when we first arrived here 3 months ago, the sun wasn't even coming up above the horizon. One of the perks of getting more daylight hours is the sun is much higher now, so it's making the sea look this beautiful turquoise colour. One new addition to the area since we last visited is this lovely gappahoot, which was handmade by the local community. Anyone's allowed to come here and use the fire pit, which is such a treat, so we brought some lunch with us to cook on it.
Do we to jump on the other side? Oh!
Nature's gym, we've got, what are those things called?
No idea.
Dung
No.
bells or something?
Not a dung bell, no.
It's a handle.
You going backpacking, ice style? You going backpacking in the Arctic? Oh, you lost.
We had some lovely calm days where the sea was like glass and all of the mountains were reflected in the water. This mountain on the left side is the same mountain that we just walked to here, and it looks completely different when you view it from this angle. It's like a pyramid. Nestled below this pointy peak are two tropical looking beaches with turquoise water.
You marooned on a little island, Craig. They're all out of action right now.
We managed to stick to our challenge of swimming in the sea every day, and sometimes it looked like this and was absolute paradise. But we still forced ourselves out even in bad weather. No matter how many swims we did though, it was still unbearably cold every time. This was another afternoon we got to spend at the sauna, and the conditions were so perfect. Although there was a plankton bloom that came out of nowhere, so the sea was surprisingly murky, which is really rare, and it kind of creeped me out swimming away from the ladder.
See the steam coming off me? He's going.
Nice.
Oh, the steam coming off is so cool. How was that?
Even though we're getting a lot more daylight hours, it's still freezing cold up here. And when we did this paddleboarding trip, it was about minus 10 degrees. And our oar came apart straight away, which wasn't ideal in the middle of the sea.
The sea's all frozen here. Look how cool. Huh? Oh yeah. I wouldn't. You're gonna capsize.
Once we got back and warmed up, we decided to go for a swim and we found a floating iceberg that we had to reach. It wasn't as buoyant as I was expecting, and it ended up looking like a scene from Titanic.
Wow, you're lasting a long time. Do you want a hand?
After another incredible winter season in the Norwegian Arctic, it's time for us to say goodbye once again. We were treated to a beautiful flight back down to Oslo as the sun was setting just as we took off, but because we were heading south, it continued to stay on the horizon for about an hour.